Okay, so when I first saw this, I thought it said Pfizer, but it doesn't say Pfizer. And I can't recognize. I'm going to pause this and see if I can find another chunk of it. But this is the lady that had nothing to do with MK Ultra. They kept saying the thing, except there is neuro-linguistic programming going on, and there are things stated that if you read between the lines, this woman's presence here is very relevant. Very relevant. Okay, so now she's giving her opening statement. It definitely the word boots. Is this a brand? You've got a blue disc. I thought it was a pill at first. Blue pill, is that symbolism? The lid is open. Light blue is a healing color. This is relevant because of what she talks about and the few answers that she gives. So I'm going to see if I can find another view of it. She repositions it at one point. I'm going to see if there's a close-up. Okay, this is the one where she's being questioned about why she's even here. The camera's a little lower, and you can see that there is a sparkly sticker underneath. It looks like it says ice boots. It doesn't say work boots. It looks like it says ice boots. What is that? But so there's this little sticker with the sparkles, the prismatic sticker. There is, I mean, bro, this is a supposed, what you would consider like a trigger signal of some sort. It's right there. And at one point when they do a full pan back, she reaches over and adjusts it slightly so that it's more forward facing. We're going to see if we can get a better view up close, but I don't think it'll happen. We'll see. Okay, so now we're about to have, I believe it's Nancy Mace, go toe-to-toe with this NIH lady, and I will point some things out.
Representative Mace from South Carolina for 5 minutes.
Thank you so much. Dr. Genexi, you work with the NIH, correct?
No, I am no longer affiliated with the NIH.
When did you leave the NIH?
April of last year.
April of last year. Did you ever speak with Anthony Fauci or any of your NIH colleagues when you were there about the NIH's role in funding the Wuhan Institute of Virology or the development of...
Now, before we continue, I didn't show her opening statement because it was going to be 5 minutes if I don't want to show it. Just blah, blah, blah. The gist was she is protesting the sudden ending of studies and experiments at the NIH that for what she thinks are political reasons. That's her stated opening statement. That for political reasons, there have been closures of programs, and she starts talking about like the NIH being trusted and diabetes and AIDS and all this other stuff. And she gets questioned by the first guy who's asking her about like, why are you even here? And like, she keeps talking about all the vital important things that people trust the NIH for. Now she's got this blue bottle with this weird sticker situation. Everybody else just has like Aquafina or whatever. She's got her own bottle. And her own bottle is coded. So now we're going to have this conversation here. The necessary context for what you're watching is that this lady is about to say what field she specializes in. But first, they're going to ask questions about people at the NIH, who she will say, oh yeah, no, I never talked to any of those people. So
COVID-19 virus?
No,
Do you believe that the NIH or Dr. Fauci lied to the American people about COVID?
no,
Are you familiar with Dr. Fauci's statements to Congress about COVID?
no,
You didn't watch any of Dr. Fauci. You worked at the NIH and you didn't watch any of Dr. Fauci's.
no, I did not work at NIAID.
Okay. Do you think that
Fauci
do
oversaw
you think
both.
the COVID shots harm American citizens?
No, I do not.
Do you think that the COVID shots cause turbo cancers?
No,
Have you read any? Do you know if the NIH or NIAID track COVID shot injuries or cancers or anything harmful from them?
I am not aware of any harmful tracking, and this is not my area of expertise. No.
Not aware of any harmful tracking. I mean, this is not my ex. Okay, so say best boots. Is that a T? So we're talking about mind control. We're talking about not a ray that makes people do things, although there are definitely people that get triggered, and we got this weird coded trigger thing, looks like. Authoritative short-haired lady. This is all this woman, because she's about to talk about what her specialty is. Everything she's wearing is intentional. Everything she brought with her that is visible is intentional. This person sitting behind her probably also dressed intentionally. Is that a scarab? Is that a fucking scarab? It's not kooky. Wait until she says what her specialty is. This woman who sits here and says basically nothing, protests the ending of studies. She will, in her statement about what her specialty is, mention what kind of studies she specializes in. She's complaining about the ending of studies at the MK Ultra hearing. What was MK Ultra really? It was about the government operating sites where they were under the guise of doing studies, attempting to implant instructions into people. And the question has been asked already whether or not the government is currently doing these things. And one of the witnesses, who is an expert in freedom of information searches, etc., has said that if it is certainly not on the books, and it is not under any kind of hostile supervision, meaning that nobody's keeping them in check. And here you have a lady who's talking all about, I believe that all that COVID shit was healthy and good. I've never talked to those people. I've never listened to their speeches. I don't know nothing about, it's not my area of expertise. Oh, what is your area of expertise?
What is your area of expertise?
I'm a research psychologist, and I did not work at NIAID.
And you're here for what reason?
I am here to testify about what is happening to the NIH right now.
You're not here to testify about MK Ultra?
I am not an MK Ultra expert,
Why did the Dems send you here if you're not an MK Ultra expert?
but I am an expert in human subjects protection, which is related, and in the conduct of human subjects research.
Human subjects research.
Okay. But you don't know anything
Nobody asks her any questions.
about MK Ultra, which is the purpose of this hearing. All right, so I have a couple questions for our witnesses who are here to talk about MK.
Okay, so gone ahead several minutes. Here's the point where she adjusts the water
I
bottle.
guess even the Charlie Kirk shooting. I just hate to speculate. because I don't know. I have
Body
no
language
first-hand knowledge
matters.
whether those guys were programmed through radio waves
what are we?
or through their computer activity. So I would never hazard a guess, except to say what I've already said, that they developed means that we've never been told about many, many years ago, and I imagine they've evolved to be much more effective now. So
Let me
anything's
interrupt you
possible.
one more time, and I apologize again. But don't you think that they could cast this broad net through these algorithms and other things, and maybe they don't know the exact person it's going to affect, but they know what type of person it's going to affect, and they know it's going to happen, and that way they can't predict when it's going to happen, but they think it will happen, and then that way they can sort of wash their hands of this whole thing and say, we didn't have anything to do with it, but in effect they really did, because they put this out there and they continue to put it out there to whatever method you're talking about. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. Ma'am, if you want to jump in.
She's with NIH.
Okay. Doctor, go ahead.
It sounds to me like you're describing something like the Martin Luther King assassination. The FBI didn't carry it out, but it created such a climate, just denouncing King as the most dangerous man in America and putting out all this material about how he was helping communists, that they must have thought, it's going to filter down. Somebody will take action, and then we can say we didn't have anything to do with it.
And James Earl Ray was a third-rate thief. He made an incredible shot, 1 foot on a commode, 1 foot in a bathtub, leaning out of a window, basically. And the next day, or that afternoon, all the shrubbery was cut in front of the flop house he was staying in. There's a lot on that one that will never be discussed. I have some friends that were there, so I guess I'm on pretty close to firsthand knowledge. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to get audited when I walk out of the room. I know it. So thank you. Chair Lady, I yield back my 4 seconds.
Thank you, Rep Burchett. I would like to now recognize Representative Boebert for 5 minutes.